It was Agatha all along. I think we knew that. You're never going to guess what they say. I think you might, though. You saw the thumbnail. I am Mecca. Yes, there are graphics on screen. No, I don't want to talk about it right now. Thank you guys so much for helping with the GoFundMe. The X started. Yes, he's the X. I am talking about Agatha, though. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Now, it's the usual thing. It's the usual thing. We've seen this time and time and time and time again. MCU Direct. The MCU Direct. You know, the rumor one that tests out all of our little rumors and things to see what fans are going to like or dislike and engage the reaction. This is exactly what this site does. It sends out a little bit of like, oh, what if this person's cast in the MCU? The MCU. What if this person's cast in the MCU? What if that person is? See, now you got me saying it. You got me saying it because why? It's low-hanging fruit, isn't it? It's every show's about women. Every show's about women. And you know what? Am I tired of it? Sorta, a little bit. I mean, I kind of want to watch cooking shows. I kind of want to do other things. I'd like to watch hockey. Does anyone want to take me to hockey? I do like the hockey quite a bit. So, because why? Because why? It's not a bunch of space witches. And that's the Acolyte. Oh, I have the wrong video. It's not a bunch of MCU witches. And crime investigation? Okay, I guess, yeah, comic books are very, very vast, and all the source material is very, very, very vast in what they're using to make these new shows. But this kind of reminds me of like, just how far down in the tier of these characters do we even care at this point for your general audience? For your general audience. Because who is Agatha All Along for? The theater nuts, you know, the people like me probably, who probably need to sit down and finish it. I only made it about 10-20 minutes into the first episode because it was kind of cringy and corny. And if I really want to be in the mood for one of these really cringy, corny shows, sure, go right ahead. It reminded me, from what I saw, of a Saturday Night Live sketch, and not a particularly good one either. So with this Agatha, I have to finish watching. They're review bombing it. Did you guys finish it? Did you guys watch it? Is it even done yet? How many episodes are there? I started watching it and I've been dealing with stuff. Sorry. I have really been dealing with a lot of stuff and trying to focus on not being so stressed out by bad entertainment that I just have to be in the right frame of mind to even watch it, where I'm like, I'm going to enjoy how bad it is. Otherwise, I've been dealing with life stuff, so. Yet again, oh, here we go. Marvel's Agatha All Along is getting review boomed on IMDb. Yet again. I know. They keep running these articles like the viewing audiences care. What is the article like this generate anyway? It just generates a video for somebody like me. And clicks for somebody like you who may or may not even be watching the show, in the hopes that people, hate watch it out of curiosity. That was working with Star Trek Discovery. That was working with Star Trek. That worked with Batwoman. That worked with all of these bad shows. That even worked with Game of Thrones, but the Game of Thrones was like a good show that went crap. Marvel Studios' final 2024 show, Agatha All Along, is the latest MCU project to fall victim to being review boomed. Every time I see an article like this, there are more positive, clear as day marketing accounts, bots, employees, interns, whatever you want to call them, going in and adding fake reviews. You have just as many fake positive reviews as you do negative. I think they balance and counter each other out. What is it at? It's okay. At the end of September, it sits with an 83% on average on Rotten Tomatoes. So why do you care? Why do you care? The critics' commentary on Agatha was highly supportive. After 3 episodes, Marvel's fans noticed Agatha all along being review bombed on various websites, and most notably IMDb. Okay, so IMDb. I think people see a show like Agatha All Along and they know, oh, okay, it's gonna be kind of a chicky. Women and witches, and this is something like the chicks are going to be watching. The chicks are going to be watching, like the few of them left. Yes, there's a smaller demographic of female Marvel fans. I think it's okay for Marvel to admit that. Marvel, you can admit that you're going to have a smaller demographic and maybe adjust your budget accordingly. Maybe, instead of worrying about what, how istophobic we are or whatever, maybe you should focus on that and really take a look at your micro demographics and why a lot of these properties are failing. Because why? We have micro demographics all over the place. We don't have one solid unifying cultural thing. We don't have 3 channels that everybody in the country tunes into. This has been slowly a thing creeping in since cable TV, where you'd have, the family watches this show, but your, goth teenage daughter, me, was in the bedroom, listening to Marilyn Manson in the 90s or whatever I was doing. So wouldn't have been watching the show with the family in that sense. I'd be watching my own thing, on cable. Now you have your kids who are watching their own thing on their streamers or on their phones or on their Xboxes or whatever they're watching on, and the marketing people at Disney have no idea. They have no idea. They think that this is a day and age where everybody still sits around with a television, and they don't understand that we have multiple jobs to earn an income. We have multiple jobs to earn an income. It's been a little, I just gonna say, I'm sorry, I haven't been doing a lot of content. It has been a little difficult with the health stuff, and this might be my last video for a while. I don't know. We'll see how well I feel once I start with the, treatment here. Not to be a downer, but I'm gonna keep going as long as I can with YouTube and Twitch. I've been streaming over on Twitch quite a bit. That's another thing. You have these micro demographics of people. You have young people who are really into like gaming, and then other people who are, and not even young people. People. Everything is so shifted and fractured, and you don't have a unifying thing that everybody has in common anymore. So when I see this and I see all these clear marketing pushes of people who care, the only people who care about these are what? Disney investors, advertisers, and none of the viewing audience. This is all advertising and marketing research, and then we stumble in it on YouTube, like, get with our popcorn, shoveling it in our face, like, oh, we gotta watch what people are saying about how bad Agatha is, how bad, because it's fun. I do it. It's fun watching how bad these shows are. It is really, really fun. Only a few of the 1-star ratings have written reviews, included. They comment on the series being woke, childish, and amateurish. Of the writing specifically. Well, okay, take away the woke thing. Because I didn't see so much woke stuff other than it's filled with women. It's just all women. Childish and amateurish. Childish, I haven't gotten that far into it, but I mean, it's a comic book TV show. I would assume this is aimed at probably a 14-year-old girl demographic. Then again, with these characters that are so, I don't know. How old are these characters? Because I can only really compare the Archie stuff, and I'd be like, okay, so this would be like this would be like giving a Midge a series. This would be like giving Midge a series from Archie, isn't it? Oh gosh, she probably does have one by now. So you've got these characters who are so far down the list of comic characters probably at this point. I can guarantee you I'm not the biggest MCU expert when it comes to this. I do know the marketing and the advertising and exactly what they're doing behind the scenes. So this is what's going on. They're crying again to get us to click on, hey, they're getting review bombed. So the people who are rooting for the show to fail are going, yay! And the people who are like, this is our show. So you're just generating what? Negative energy and this combative, antagonistic marketing. It's almost like extorting people into watching your show for a while. They would say, oh, watch it or you're an istophobe. If you don't like it, you're an istophobe. And I'm like, I don't care what you think about me. It's the internet. I know who I am, and I know how I treat people in real life. I am Mecca. If you could help support with the expenses, I have a Streamlabs link. I have super chats available. I have the super thanks. Anyway, it's very, very much appreciated. And I will see you on the next video, live stream, or wherever. Bye. I don't even know where I have my end card. That one. Sure, this one.
The following video is brought to you through the generous support of viewers like you. If you like this content, then please consider subscribing, liking, and sharing this video. And for those who are in the position to donate, this channel thanks you. And so does this orange cat.